Mr. Cook, I thank you for your very kind letter of sympathy, and now I want to ask a favor of you. If you could possibly find out for me what has become of my dear boy. The wire to me from the War Office said killed, but they had no right to say so. He was Second Lieutenant William Graham Boyd, 9th Battalion Royal Irish Fusiliers, and has been missing since the 16th of August, 1917. In a letter from Captain Gibson, he says that the only information he could give was that his acting company sergeant major came across my son lying in a shell hole, very badly wounded and apparently dying. He said his wounds were fatal, but how could a man tell that without a thorough examination? Not even the doctor could. Would it not be possible the Germans made him a prisoner, and that he is in one of their hospitals? If I could even get a word that anyone saw him dead, and that he was buried, it would not be so bad as this constant waiting. Thank you greatly for all the trouble you are taking, and with kind regards, sincerely yours, Sarah Louisa Boyd.
Reply to the letter of Sarah Boyd. A couple of weeks later, Mrs. Boyd received the following reply from the War Office. Dear Mrs. Boyd, this is the statement of Corporal O'Neill, who was with your son. Sir, on the 16th of August 1917, I was in command of number 4 section, 5th platoon. Lieutenant Boyd's platoon was immediately on my right during the advance at a strong point known as Gallipoli. I regret to state that a shell burst just above our heads and several of us were wounded. I went to where I saw Lieutenant Boyd lying and found that he was mortally wounded and he died soon afterwards. I certify that the above is a true statement of how this splendid officer died at the head of his platoon. 18532 Corporal O'Neill.
Psalm 23. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, and my cup runneth over. Surely your goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. And a short reflection. Death is my neighbor. I live in its shadow. Evil afflicts my soul. I find no rest. Yet I hear God whisper, do not be afraid, for I have redeemed you. I have called you by your name. You are mine. He has restored my soul. I can rest in peace.
Psalm 23, ein Psalm Davids. Der Herr ist mein Hirte, mir wird nichts mangeln. Er weidet mich auf grüner Aue und führet mich zum frischen Wasser. Er erquicket meine Seele. Er führet mich auf rechter Straße seinen Namens willen. Und ob ich schon wanderte im finsteren Tal, fürchte ich kein Unglück, denn du bist bei mir. Dein Stecken und dein Stab trösten mich. Du bereitetest vor mir einen Tisch im Angesicht meiner Feinde. Du salbest mein Haupt mit Öl und schenkest mir voll ein. Gutes und Barmherzigkeit werden mir folgen mein Leben lang. Und ich werde bleiben im Hause des Herrn immer da.
They shall grow not old as we that are left for a while. Age shall not weary them, nor the years of going down of the sun, and in the morning we will remember them.
We will remember them.
Quote, the official history of war, treaty operation, France and Belgium, 1917. Compared with the first day of the Battle of the Somme, 1916, when the casualties reported were 75,540, the losses 31,850. Of the 3 days, the first one of July to the 2nd and 3rd of August, were moderate, all true in themselves severe. A general advance of about 3,000 yards has been made, whereas at the Somme, only 3 divisions on the right have made fair but less progress. And the 2 others only achieved a small, isolated advantage. All true expectations have not been entirely realized, and considerable casualties have been suffered, valuable results has been gained. The enemies observed areas at the highest parts of Gelderveld Plateau and along the long rise to via Bellerade to Belgium Ridge has been captured. And 9 of this division have been badly mauled. Apart from the usually large number of German deaths on the battlefields, over 6,000 prisoners and 25 guns has been captured. The situation was, however, only relatively satisfactory. The 9 leading divisions of the 4th Corps of the 5th Army have been intended to reach the 3rd and the 4th objectives on their first day and had to carry out sequential advance to the Passchendaele Staden Ridge before relief. Actually, they have been less than halfway of that first day objective and had already lost 30% to 60% of their fighting strength. Apart from the actual loss, the condition on which this battle has been fought are the most exhausting of all our troops concerned.